Hello, and welcome back. If you remember the last time when we met, we were talking about how to create your resume for sales or solutions engineer. I assume you have done that part and you're ready for technical interview. As this video is going to be just about that. Let me show you the tricks and guidance so you can follow and get to the destination where you're heading to. Are you ready? Let's start. As we're talking about technical interview, before I will show you 1, 2, 3 steps how you can pass your technical interview, and because that channel is about to be mindful, the first thing and the really crucial and powerful one, you first need to overcome that internal fear or being scared of being technical. Yes, I know. I have met a lot of people, and I remember I've been myself at that position when I really didn't believe in myself that I can achieve anything or being engineer or being technical. So first, try to define what technical means for you. Yes, you can read some descriptions online, but really define and question yourself. Once you find that definition for yourself or read more and allow yourself to be, most likely you will pass that interview in a more successful way. Why I'm starting that video from the point as believing in your own self before I will show you the tricks and steps, because I can show you the steps and guidance and you might follow it, but if you want incorporate or embody that belief in your own self, most likely your interviewer will sense it and won't be as pursued by the message that you deliver. And because that channel is not just about how to become sales or solution engineer, I'm sharing with you the mindfulness tricks, how you can overcome yourself. If you ask yourself, okay, Ksenia, it's so easy for you to say, just be technical. I know it's not easy. And even more, it's not supposed to be easy. If it would be so easy to be technical, I don't think that role will be as much appreciated. So first, acknowledge that it's not supposed to be easy. Second of all, the grind is necessary. So you have to put hard work to be prepared and pass to get to your final destination. And third one, if you want to make your process easier, start asking yourself, what does it mean for you to be technical? Don't just take definition what other people say or the ways they describe themselves. Really try to dig deeper and define it for your own self, how you relate to the definition and how you can be that technical person. Earlier, if you check my channel, you may find that tools that I shared earlier as a philosophical tool, be, do, have. If that past doesn't mean anything for you, check the videos that we recorded earlier. If you're interested to know how you can change your mindset or rewire your beliefs, let me know and I will record more videos for that topic. Okay, assume we overcame our fears and established beliefs that we or you are technical. You are technical from the point when you tell your own self that I am, I can, and I will. Okay? So just repeat right now that I am technical. So the mental part, assume we overcame and we believing in ourselves enough. What we doing next? It's not enough just believe in yourself. It is crucial to put the work and follow the rules to get to destination as passing interview. And now I'm going to show you one of the examples as what does it mean or what is definition, what to expect from the part as technical interview when you apply going through sales solution engineer path to the companies that you want to be accepted. You ready? Okay, let's start. Just before showing you the examples that you can expect from technical interview, I really want to start from the point as I assume that role as solutions for sales engineer is relatively new to you, such as maybe you just recently graduate, or maybe you're switching your careers and you might know, or coming from the point you don't know what you don't know. So I want to assure you, if some things that I will show you will make you scared or make you feel unconfident whether you can do it or not, stop right there. If you notice those emotions, I want you to just pause and again come back and just believe in yourself. Not just believe in yourself, just imagine that you can do that. If I have made it, and 1,000 people who have been working so far from different and diverse backgrounds and who eventually became sales solution engineers, I believe you can do that too. The most crucial important thing is you should believe in yourself, okay? Remember that. If you believe in yourself, you can overcome anything and everything. So right now I will show you one of the examples that you might expect from recruiter. Assume that you spoke to a recruiter, you made your resume, and you've been passed to the next stage as technical interview. Almost every time, at least from my own experience when I was interviewing for that role, once you pass this first stage, you'll be given the detailed examples, what you should prepare and how you should deliver that technical part. And that is one of the examples. So you're going to be given how long that interview is going to last, and you're going to be given the examples, what to prepare for that interview. And here, if you look the previous recording, you will find that Oracle became my first company that accepted me to the role as solution engineer. And Oracle was the one who even introduced me to this role. Before that, I didn't have any clue what is it and how to get there, and even if such role is possible. And that is exactly one of the reasons why I'm recording these videos or created this channel, because I find a lot of demand and need of people who are passionate, who can overcome their fears and go and conquer and be technical and at the same time build relationships. If you're that person, you're at the right time, the right space. So here we see the guidance, what is what's expected from me. And most likely you will see the definition, like what's the company and what is the team you're interviewing for. And at that time it was Oracle Cloud Solutions. When I first time opened that link, I didn't have any idea or pretty much almost any knowledge what it is cloud and why it's needed or how to use it. Obviously, I knew AWS as option to deploy or build your applications, but I have not done any hands-on experience working with that technology. You will see what is the role is that you're applying for and what are your responsibilities or expectations. What's more interesting is that part as technical presentation and demo and the time that you should frame yourself when you're presenting. If, and I assume you already know what is the role as sales and solution engineer, you're supposed to be technical and yet need to be able to communicate your ideas and convince your audience. And right here, I want us to pause. If you think that, oh, I'm not as public speaker, or I'm not as great communicator, or anything else that your mind tells you. Again, if we're talking about mindfulness and self-belief and rewiring, I'll give you my example. As coming from different country, and at the time when I was interviewing, my English was not as a point where it is today. I want you to drop that expectation or the vision that you have to be like Tony Robbins or famous TED Talk speakers. That is not expectation. The expectation is you deliver your idea and the message which you prepare earlier to the audience so they can understand you, relate to your message and make their own decision. And if you ask what is decisions that your audience need to make, they need to be convinced that the technology that you're talking about is or will make their life or organization successful, or maybe that tech that you're presenting will solve the crucial pain points and will lead that organization to the greater results. I'll give you more examples as we continue. So looking at that division, what is expected from presentation, we start from overview. So what is overview? You present yourself as you're already working at that company, such as you present yourself, hey, like my name is Ksenia and I'm solution engineer and I'm coming from Oracle, and that is the message that we're going to talk about, or here's the agenda, what we're going to cover. You can see that technical interview as a play, such as how you will appear as you're already being solution or sales engineer at that company. Then, usually we need to present the problem, what we're solving. That problem is usually really tightly connected to the service or the company where you're going to interview. So here, as we're talking about Oracle and cloud solutions, we need to make a research, understand who we even need that solution, what kind of industries, what kind of business lines, or why even that service or company exists. Why is it needed? Because think for a second, what is being sold out there in the world? Something that drives the demand, that's something that needed on the market. And your role as solution engineer, you need to understand what your company or team or the product that you're working at, what kind of problems they solve, what pain points they're addressing. Once you understand that, and you can read about the company, their mission, or maybe their customers, and what those customers were able to achieve by buying that product. And most likely that product going to be related to some SaaS or PaaS services. SaaS or PaaS, I will leave some link below so you can take a look and discover more. So assume we understand why even that company or team exists, or what kind of purpose they solve. Then we want to introduce the product, what we're speaking about. And not only introduce through kind of theoretical kind of story, we want to show the example as a demo how the stack works. It's not enough just show like the application using that product where you're interviewing. You will need to tie that demo to the pain point where you started. And that point is up to you how you want to define. Obviously, the more precise pain point you'll pick and the more precise tailored story that you'll tell to your demo, the more convincing you're going to be. And last, we can leave some time for Q&A, and usually that is the part when interviewers will ask you questions to check your knowledge about the product that you're presenting, or maybe challenge you through the questions to get understanding how much you know about the market or the customers or anything related to the company. Thank you for watching it so far and following along. If you find yourself thinking, well, Ksenia, just show me the steps and examples and I will just memorize or replicate and just pass the interview, I promise I will show you that. But the main reasons why we spend so much time in bringing analogies or having these examples, how you can embody yourself into some condition. The reasons why I'm sharing with you those tricks, you might resonate with them, you might not. At the end of the day, it's your own choice. The truth is, you can always get to your final destination with different approaches, which will take different amount of time that you devote. And that approach that I'm sharing with you, I learned not only from my personal experience, but also identifying those tools among others, overachievers, that just work. And that tool implies that you react and act in your life, not just memorizing someone's past, but rather observing someone's action and finding the tools that work and resonate with your own self. Let me give you one of the examples of life hacks or the tools that you can apply in your life to get to your final result faster and the most effective way. Even though so far we're going through only one example that is coming from Oracle. Once you see through the pattern and understand what role you need to play, and that role is related to the question what I asked you earlier, remember what you bought in your life. When you come to that interview, and even though it's called technical, it's not just about to show what you have built or show your code and explain like what that function or this function is being responsible for. Your main role to relate to people, relate to your audience, understand what's problem and communicate it, and tie your solution to what are you talking about, and show what you've been building so far that satisfies the requirements, and then let your audience to ask your follow-up questions. Once you get the gist, you can follow the same steps in almost any companies that you're applying. Again, why I'm almost so sure about the statement, it's because it wasn't only my own experience being a solution engineer for almost 6 years, but also consistently that is the answers that I get from all my peers that been in that industry for 10 or 20 years. I'm inviting you to try to find the templates or parallels or examples that you see through from one circumstance and try to apply it in your different situations. You probably heard that phrase as the way you do anything, the way you do everything. Now, take into consideration everything what we have covered so far, and after reading that document, just try your own best to make your own presentation. That is almost the same kind of sense that I got when I first time read it. A lot of points didn't make sense for me, and I didn't have any context what I have shared with you earlier, how to understood or how to perceive those points. But what I did my own best, and I just dared to make some presentations that made sense, at least for me at that point. Now, when I look at this presentation with my own experience right now, most likely I would do it differently. And how I would do it differently, I can share with you in different video. Why I'm telling you that, when you're starting your journey trying to get to SE role, you should dare to try. Do your best shots and don't be afraid to fail, because you will never know what is right without trying, right? Okay, the actions are priority. We can come back to this video as me. I can go through what are the key points of making presentation. If that topic is relevant to you or you want to learn more, leave a comment below and I'll come back to it. And you probably have questions about what does it mean building demo. That is what we're going to cover in the next video, and that demo is going to be based on the problem what you identified. And talking about problem, again, it seems like we need to record a separate video how to find out what is the problem is trying to be solved and where to find it. I'll see you soon.